In today's video, I'm going to be making this tapestry crochet that I found on Pinterest. I will link it in the description box below. I will also be using this Lily Sugar and Cream Green in Sage and this Peaches and Cream in Oasis as the background. The green is going to be the detail. And I'm also going to be using a 5mm hook. So in case you don't know how to do tapestry crochet, some of them they'll be double crochet, half double crochet, single. You'll just have to go by what they have. This one's going to be single crochet, so each square represents a single crochet. The only thing I'm going to be changing on this one is I'm going to be doing an extra row on the side here, because on this side there's two and on this side there's only one, and I want it to be even. And then I haven't decided yet if I want to do just the one row on the bottom or if I want to do two. So we'll see how that goes. But I will be linking this, and it did come out in 2 pages. So you just tape it together. And I'm going to be starting this off with what's called a chainless foundation stitch, which, let me just show you. There's videos on how to do this. I'm just going to do a quick example, because this isn't going to be an exact tutorial. We're going to chain 2, going to go in, pull through a loop like you're doing a regular single crochet, but then you're going to go through the first one and then through 2. So that's your chain stitch and your single crochet. So then you're going to go back through the bottom V, pull up a loop, through 1, through 2, and you're going to keep going until you have however many you need. So let's see, for this one there are 44, so I want to make it 45 because, like I said, I want to add a stitch on the end. So I'm going to go ahead and chain up 45, and I will be right back. I decided to go with 2 rows because I realized I want 2 rows to be on the edge all the way around the image. And also something I wanted to share is I draw this little squiggle in the corner to represent like the little string that's hanging down, so I know where to start, because you're going to be going back and forth with this, so I want to know where I'm at and which way this is going to be laying. So for this one, I'm going to kind of show you how you're going to be doing this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 rows before the first green. So what I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna drop that, I'm gonna grab the green, and while I'm holding these here, I'm gonna pull that through the 4th one, and then going over the Oasis with the Sage, I'm able to start the next one. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows of the green, or sorry, 8 stitches of the green. One, or on the 8th one, I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna put the green to the side, I'm gonna pull the other one through, and then going over the green, I'm gonna finish off this row, and I'll meet you back for the next row. So I decided, since my next green is going to be right above this green, instead of going all the way over it, all the way back and forth. I just went over it a couple times and I'm leaving it out to pick back up later. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do all of this in Oasis until I get to this green. I also went ahead and put an X in each square that I finished. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the next row. Now that I am here, I'm gonna go ahead and do the last stitch right before I switch colors. And this is the back. Since this string is on this side, this is the back. So having these crisscross in the back is fine. And I'm gonna go, and it's only one stitch of the green. So I'm just gonna do the one stitch in the green. And then I have 7 stitches before I do more green. Right. I'm on the 6th one. This is going to be the 7th. I'm going to pull that back. And do my one stitch of green. Pull the green to the side. And then, since I'm going to be using the green immediately after, right above, I'm not going to go over it. I'm just going to leave it out. I'm just going to go ahead and finish this row. Putting an X to let myself know that I've finished these rows. And now I'm going to be doing 4 of the Oasis and then 3 green. And then I'm going to put the green in the back because I'm going to be doing green above again. So I'm just not going to bother going over it the whole row. I'm going to go all the way through here, all the way through here until I get back to the next green, and I will be right back. Now that I am here, I'm going to go ahead and do the last stitch right before I switch colors. And this is the back. Since this string is on this side, this is the back. So having these crisscross in the back is fine. And I'm gonna go, and it's only one stitch of the green. So I'm just gonna do the one stitch in the green. And then I have 7 stitches before I do more green. I'm on the 6th one. This is going to be the 7th. I'm going to pull that back. And do my one stitch of green. Pull the green to the side. And then, since I'm going to be using the green immediately after, right above, I'm not going to go over it. I'm just going to leave it out. Putting an X to let myself know that I've finished these rows. And now I'm going to be doing 4 of the Oasis and then 3 green. I'm going to do the one green. And then I'm going to put the green in the back because I'm going to be doing green above again. So I'm just not going to bother going over the whole row. I'm going to go all the way through here, all the way through here until I get back to the next green, and I'll be right back. And now that I've gone all the way this way and all the way back, I'm going to start on the green. And that is the last of the green I need for that row. I'm going to be using it right above it again on the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and put the green behind. Finish off this row in Oasis. And then come back up with Oasis and meet you right back here. Also, don't forget to untangle. And it's pretty easy. All you have to do is grab them separately. Lift them up high enough to spin if you're just doing the two colors. I have it here. But yeah, all you have to do is so I have went ahead and gone all the way through with Oasis, all the way back, and now I'm doing the green. Gonna go ahead and mark off that square. And now I'm on this side, working this way. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish off the Oasis, come back, and I'll pick back up right here. So somehow I did not hit record, and I was just talking to myself for these last few rows, but that's okay because there's only like 3 to 2 green stitches on them. So instead of being here, now we're up here, but whatever. So I've worked my way across here, and now I am here. Actually, I might have to undo a few stitches. Now I am where I will be picking the green up on the next row, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the green. I'm gonna continue with Oasis this way and then this way until I get right back here, and I'll be right back. So I have gone all the way this way, all the way back, and now I'm starting here. I'm gonna do 2 green, 3 Oasis, 2 green, so on and so forth. And don't forget to drop the green where you're going to be picking it back up. And I'm going to go ahead and continue this Oasis, and I'll meet you back here. So I was working ahead just a little bit, and I came to the spot where for the row I'm on, the green stops. And instead of leaving it out behind like I usually do to pick it up when I come back, on the next row it starts a lot further over. So I'm going to carry it over for those 3 squares and then drop it and then continue and pick it up. I'll show you. So instead of just dropping it, I'm going to go ahead and carry it over for a few, then dropping it and continuing. and it is looking so good. All right, I'll see you back in a few more rows. It has been a few rows. I think I left off at the top of the nose. I am now at the bottom of the eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a few rows. I'll try to pop back in. Let's see, I'm right here. So I'll try to pop back in maybe at like the eyebrow, the top of the eyebrow. I'll be right back. So I have not realized how long I had been working on this without recording because I have had a terrible flu and also migraine for like a week. And also I ran out of yarn at one point, so this got delayed, but I got more yarn. It's all good. But I did get quite a bit into this, so I only have a few rows left. Oops. But it is looking so good. And I also, while I was waiting for my yarn to come in, I stained the sticks that I'm wanting to use to hang this on, which I think is going to look really good when I'm done. And since this is the last stitch of green I have to do for the whole project, I'm gonna go over it a couple of times this way. And then when I come back, I'm gonna go over it again, just to kind of weave in the tail without having to weave in the tail. But I'm not gonna bring it all the way because again, I don't want that green to show on the edge. And now I'm just going to do 2 rows of the white, and again this first row back I'm going to pull the green up and go over it for a bit to weave the end in without having to actually weave it in because I'm lazy. So here is the finished project. Well, almost finished. I went to grab the sticks I was going to attach it to on the top and bottom, which is why the string has not been cut. And I had them drying in the garage while I stained them. And it currently looks like this outside. It is, I believe, like -18, and they broke. So I can't finish it in this video. I didn't want to wait and like make this video take an extra week than it needed to. So once I do get those sticks replaced, I will make a little mini video and post photos on my Instagram. So follow for that. I'll add the link in the description box so you can follow and check that out when it is finally done. But here's the finished project, and I am so happy with it. It's so pretty. If you do this, especially if you do this in different colors, I would love to see it. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section below. If you'd like to ask them in a more private setting, please feel free to ask them on Instagram. I'll have the link for that in the description box. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.